built on sand. You'll be swept back by the fall. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? Maybe if you build your house on sand, you can burrow the deeper. Maybe it would cave on you alone. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how could you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? Maybe if you show them all your hand, you can knot in the creases. Maybe you could take it back and fold. You said it was all in the ether, ain't something you said you could feed her. She said she was nothing but eager. Then you said, she said that you couldn't believe her. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said it was all just a leader. Then you said, you swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. Now I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. Well, I lost my phone maybe 3 years back, and I don't have an address, as a matter of fact. But I guess you tried to drop me a line. Yeah, I signed out and I unsubscribed, then I cut the cord. Now I'm not online, but I'll be fine. Yeah, I guess that I'll get by. Well, I shaved my head and I grew out a beard, and now I only wear plaid, I always like I steer. I'm moving to LA, I'm writing a screenplay, but it's not about you. We were such a welcome in the bellows, with open arms and seeing eye. With open arms I'm seeing you and I. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. You and I. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. Don't you notice how I get quiet when there's no one else around? Me and you and awkward silence. Don't you dare look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same. Oh, the burning pain, listening to you harp on about some new soulmate. She's so perfect, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how I wish you'd wake up one day. Run to me, confess your love. At least just let me say that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? What's a girl to do? Lying on my bed staring into the blue. Unrequited, terrifying. Love is driving me a bit insane. Have to get this off my chest. I'm telling you today that when I talk to you, oh, Cupid walks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. And I sound like a loon, but don't you feel it to confess I loved you from the start? Confess I loved you, just thinking of you. You know I've loved you from the start. These days all I see is everything you're not. Between those melodies, it's all I've been thinking. a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains, but I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Just me here standing in the dark, but I'll light up everything.
Hello and welcome back. Wow, my camera has not adjusted at all to the lack of light in here. My name is Colin Doyle. We are live here and going to talk about the games today before they happen. Welcome back to the OXDOG Open Day 2. Everybody's got one more game left. What is this camera doing? I got to edit the brightness real quick on this. But our first game of the day for 7th place is going to be between the Maroons There we go. Now you can see me. Is going to be between the Maroons and Express. Now, both teams played games yesterday, ended up losing all 3 in both cases, both looking for their first win in this game, and we'll see if they can get it. The Jamaican Maroons coming all the way from Jamaica, as their namesake says, and we'll see if they can get a win in this year's OXDOG Open. The My Way Express, on the other hand, have played very well and played a very close game against a lot of the top teams, losing to the TFL Lions, who are playing for 3rd place later today, very closely, losing only by a couple of goals in the highest scoring game of the tournament thus far. This game headlined by a goal from one of the players on My Way during their game against the Lions, John Ribeiro, with this beauty yesterday to make it 6-5, excuse me. On the backhand, sneaks it under the goalie as you hear the buzzer to signify the end of our final Special Olympics game of the day. Now ready to go. We'll see if Ribeiro, as well as the rest of the Express team, can get to work on getting their first win of the tournament. The handshake line between the 2 Special Olympics teams. Those final games of the day finishing up after our Open Division games. Those will not be broadcasted, unfortunately, but all of the rest of the Open action will. After this matchup, we have 3 more. The 5th place match will be contended between the Chuckerstown Chiefs, one of those teams that very well could have finished in that top 4. Came down to, I believe, a tiebreaker, and if not, a shootout loss instead of win was the difference for them. Both of their games yesterday going to extra time, and thus less points available. So they ended up falling out of the proper contention. The Trash Pandas lost a couple of very close games yesterday to start the day in group play. And we'll see if they can end up finishing with a win here today on the Sunday. After that, Cambridge FC, host team, the #1 seed coming out of the groups, lost to Toronto United in their semifinal match and will play for 3rd against the TFL Lions, who were taken down by the Ottawa Blizzard. Both teams looking very good. Toronto with a slightly deeper bench. Talking to some of the Cambridge guys, having to to pull some of the tournament organizers potentially into that matchup to round out their lineup properly. And on the other side, the Lions with a relatively deep bench. They're getting a couple of extra guys today as well that weren't available on day one. So we'll see if that can help them power through to a third place finish. And finally, last game of the day, Ottawa Blizzard versus Toronto United. Two very good teams. United been very clutch so far in their games. And we'll see if they can continue that as the definite underdog in this matchup. Ottawa, I believe, was one of the teams playing in the Elite Division last year. And seeing as that division was not made this year and everybody was in the Open, one of the better teams and one of the favorites coming into the tournament ended up getting the second seed and has not lost a match yet. We are going to get things going in just a moment. Some last second camera adjustments. There we go. The first game underway of our final placements. Good save a net there from O'Shane Daly. In the corner, Rooms back to his defense partner. Kept in. Man of the hour, John Ribeiro. Loses that one behind the net, out in front. Good take there by Tahim Brown. Gets it back to the defense. Maroons loving that possession ball in this series so far. Great 1-2 passing on the wing there between Davis and Mannion. In the middle for Mannion, that one sneaks through everybody across. Davis! Ooh, almost had a tap in, a great offensive opportunity. Great passing from the Maroons, taking their time, setting something up, and it works out in their favor. That one pops out off of the stick of Joe Teixeira for my way, and it'll be Tahim Brown to hit this one in. Sent down, intercepted by Matt Jodouin, who scores. He opens things here for the My Way Express as they take the lead 1-0. Good work here on the steal from Jodouin as he gets the first, or his first, excuse me, goal of the tournament. Up the boards for Brown. Tries to put it through the legs of Jeff Sully. Doesn't work. Behind the net. Intercepted there by Jeremy Teixeira on the wraparound. It'll be stolen once again here by Teixeira. Good defense so far. Stick contact. That'll be a call on the far side by one of the TOs. Mitchell Brush. Shot from Teixeira is stopped. Going the other way. Brown has a man in front, across to Davis, backhand shot stopped in front by Jodouin. And Kim Brandenburg Jr. in net with a great save as well. Good stop by Teixeira. A couple of open members here. Sully cannot corral it for the shot, tries to deke in and shoot it, and that is a nice pickup there from Sidney Mannion behind the net. Up the far wing, slips on the slippery gym floor. Kadra, 2 goals in this tournament. And he will get by. That is a free hit given to the Maroons. to be taken by Sydney Mannion. Brown transitions back to defense to get some fresh bodies on the floor. Good intercept by Joseph Teixeira. Going the other way, cleared only as far as Jeff Suley though, back in front, chipped on target, and that one will be stopped there. Rooms back up the middle, nobody there, and Mannion can't get a handle on it. Rahman across. Back in the center of the floor. Amanda Suley Teixeira with the shot, blocked by Tahim Brown. Across, great save by O'Neal Daly in net. What a play. O'Shane Daly, excuse me. As that one goes up the boards. Wide open chance. Lightning quick reactions from Daly in net. O'Shane Rooms. Up the middle. Shot blocked in the middle there by Joseph Teixeira, and the Maroons can't get it out. Back to Teixeira. Now Joe in the corner looking for Joseph. Connection not there. Great defense by Brown as he'll send it up the middle. Daniel Marquez with the shot. The tip from Joe Teixeira goes up over the boards. 11:38 to play. Behind the net. Looking for some options off the boards there. Whoa, lost it. Brown lost the handle on it. Slow change on the far side. Mannion now with it. Back to Rooms. Up the middle, Mannion. Has Davis on the wing. Back behind the boards. Circles this one around. Tahim Brown. Across. Great save by O'Shane Daly again. John Ribeiro with the ripper. Can't get it by. Across in front. The backhand weakened Brandenburg there to make the save. As Rocky Lindsay can't do anything about it. Jeremy Teixeira loses it to Tahim Brown behind the net. Brown around the back. Up the wing now to Nigel Davis. He's got some support. Good defense by Marquez in the middle. Teixeira up the wing. Shot up and over. Joe Teixeira ripped that one. Could not find the target. And O'Shane Rooms hits that one in. Brown up the wing. Lindsay on the breakaway. Great save as that one is deflected wide. Nigel Davis behind the net. Looks to try and get it in front. Hits the side of the net, and Paulo Melo blocks off the goalie as Matt Jodouin hits it up. Loses it on the near side. Kadra loses it to Rooms. Back to the point. And Tahim Brown too hard on him. Body contact behind the net by John Ribeiro. Brown up the boards. Davis off to Mannion. Mannion down in the corner. He's got Lindsay in front. No deflection on that shot. Mannion, another opportunity. Pulls back, has some support. That one goes up over the boards. It will be Maroons' ball from the corner. This a great start. And we'll see if they can keep it up here. Mannion to take the corner hit, getting some action going across. Does not deflect off of Nigel Davis and in. It will be Maroons' ball. Corner referee. Across in front, and Mannion can't get a touch. Gets it by in front. Great block by Suley. Good pressing defense up in front. A little bit of chaos. Alyssa Teixeira has it stripped. Slow shot on from Jodoin, the goal scorer. Daly handles that easily. Oh, that one's chipped over the boards by Davis. So unfortunate. Cross in front. Sully, a shot is high. Brown now going the other way, 2-on-1. Brown, low shot save in front. Mannion not quite close enough to get the rebound. Lost in front now, up to Mannion. Slows down, looks for a lane, shoots it just wide. A great shot from the Maroons. Their offense has looked better today than ever. Have one goal in the tournament so far. That one hops up on Alyssa, and Bradley Bowen comes back on for the Express. That shot in front will be a violation. Sully will stop it up. Shot down, handled by Daly, as the Maroons will look to bring things back the other way. Lindsay. Deeks in the middle, gets it deep. Good interception by Marquez. Rahman for the Express. That one popped up. The stick contact will lead to a free hit here for the Express. 6 minutes left in this first period. A full 10 minutes already played. And we see the very first sub the entire game. Simani Bolt will come on now for Lindsay. This one's shot down into the corner. Brown wins the battle, tries to get it across, jumps over Brandenburg. And a great play. Mannion back. Blocked in front. This one up to Bolt on the wing. Bolt with the shot goes low and wide. Not a ton of passing options there. A good offensive opportunity. Good block by Mannion in the middle. Bolt chipped up. Good block by Rooms. Mannion up in the middle. Simani Bolt, low shot save. Brandenburg. Mannion shot low, goes wide behind the net. Bowen picks it up, sends it up the boards. Davis hard on that one. Rooms comes back up the boards. Bolt chases after it now. Sully Teixeira has it go off the side of the net. Simani Bolt in front. Good block by Paulo Melo. In front. Mannion. Brown shot scores! Tahim Brown. Tie game. The assist from Sydney Mannion. And the Maroons are on the board. Shot up the middle. Intercepted. John Ribeiro. Simani Bolt intercepts. Brown gets it up, chips it to Nigel Davis. In the middle for Mannion. Stick contact from Machadoin will lead to a Maroons free hit. Shot low. That one goes just wide. It'll be tipped off of Melo and out of bounds. And the Maroons will get a corner hit here. Some great offensive presence from them this game. Davis, that shot looking to get through the middle. Brown in a good position. Melo looking for some passing options up here. Sends this one up the middle. The kick from O'Shane Rooms will keep the offense going. Brown looking for Mannion. Gets it across. Davis can't get the tap in. Still in front. Brandenburg gets a hand on it. And the Express look to come back the other way. Find some open space. Brown beats the Express to the ball. Jourdain looking for the same option. Cadra now. Has it in the middle. Jourdain has it pop up on him, but Nigel Davis with the kick using the soccer skills to try and keep possession. Jourdain behind the net to Mello. And the Express find a little bit of space here up the wing. That one kicked right out of bounds by O'Shane Rooms. Brown coming off, Matthew Reed coming on for Jamaica. Up across, good block there from Simani Bolt. Sidney Mannion now back on defense, up to Nigel Davis. Oh, big stick contact there. No advantage. Reed loses it. Teixeira finds Cadra. High shot goes into the crowd. That one deflects off of the stick of O'Shane Rooms. Behind the net. In front, that one blocked. The kick out to Mannion. He'll take it himself. Tries to get by the defense. Gets away from him, and Brandenburg will be forced to roll it out to the defense. Up the wing here. Alyssa Teixeira tries to get it to Jeremy, but snagged up by O'Shane Daly. Davis trying to stay with it. Good steal by Teixeira. Backhand, good save by Daly. Teixeira with the second attempt. Daly gets hands on it, gobbles it up. And the Maroons will look to come back the other way. Up the boards. Mannion now with an opportunity, gets by. Behind the net, Reed. Gets it back. That one pops over the boards. It will be Maroons' ball as that one pops out of bounds. The 50-50 with Cadra there in the corner. Maroons looking to get some motion. Find an open lane. Simani Bolt has that one chipped over the boards by Bradley Bowen. Shot from Mannion there, goes over the boards. .30 seconds left in the first. Shot. Rahman plays that above the knees. And the Maroons will get a free hit from the corner. Room's going to be the one to play it in. Up the boards, intercepted by Rahman. Joseph shoots that one wide. Bradley Bowen chasing it to the corner in front for Jourdain. This one ends up going to Reed. No time on the clock. A break for the Maroons there. Cannot be completed as the clock runs out here in the first. A tie game heading in to the second half. Express 1, Maroons 1. The conclusion coming up after this short break.
Upon this ground, I give it up just to burn it down. And if they die, you can blame it on me. I've been setting up gravestones in my hometown. I wish I had been born at sea, then you wouldn't care and you wouldn't know me. Ebb and flow, they just don't carry me home. It's only water and air as far as I can see.
Welcome back to the second half. What is sure to be a dramatic and exciting conclusion to this game. As we get things going here. Express with the face-off win. They'll go up. Ribeiro across in front. Joseph Teixeira not expecting the pass. And here come the Maroons. Nigel Davis across in front. Mannion not expecting that cross. Popped up. Teixeira knees it forward. This one back out into the center. Shot blocked. And will be Express ball in the corner. Jodoin, shot snagged by Daly. Not on target, but great to get that possession so easily. Rooms here looking for a pass through the middle. Suli Teixeira. Davis coming by. Whoa, gets by Daly. Joseph Teixeira gets caught up in the legs of O'Shane Daly in net. Jodoin looking for a passing option. The stick breaks. And unfortunately, Rocky Lindsay, we might not see again this game. Across, whoa! And there goes John Ribeiro. Takes a tumble to make a play, and unfortunately the play is not made. Cross in the middle, Samani Bolt's now on, trying to get that one to go. Brown trying to get it from Alyssa Teixeira. Back to Matt Jodoin. Up the boards, this one is kicked and up into my region. It comes back down and will be an Express free hit. Daly palms that one, gets it off quickly to Davis, and the Maroons will set something up. Chips it deep. Suli Teixeira, this one held. Mannion spins, shot low, wide by millimeters. Amazing opportunity there. Interception up the middle again by Tahim Brown, but Jeremy Teixeira finds his way over to Kadra, who misses just wide. Suli at the point goes wide with the shot. Kadra back to Melo. Across, shot from Suli, kick save by Daly. Rooms, back up to the point, Melo. Intercepted by Brown, but back to Suli. Kadra, Teixeira goes well wide. Jeremy Teixeira across in front, Melo winds up, shot wide behind the net, still dangerous. And finally Brown will try and clear it, can't get it up the boards. Brown waiting, trying to get it up the boards. Hits Suli, who stops it. Out in front, dangerous, wide over the boards. And that will be a clean Maroons possession. Mannion across in front, Tahim Brown behind the back, keeping the possession alive. Mannion out in front, intercepted by Jeremy Teixeira. Rahman on the wing, intercepted by Davis. Back to Brown. Open, long shot, saved by Brandenburg. Marquez loses it to Simani Bolt. Back, Mannion across, can't handle it cleanly. Mannion loses it to Rahman. In front, blocked by Nigel Davis. Tahim Brown, Sidney Mannion, shot across in front, no goal, it goes wide. Brown back across, doesn't have a pass recipient. And Rahman sends it back to the defense, and Daniel Marquez will collect, send it over to Suli. Behind the net, Brandenburg swipes at it, can't collect it because the last person to touch it was a Express player. Up the middle, Davis kicks this one up over the boards. And we have a little intermission there while they wait to get the ball back. Marquez loses the handle on it. Now we are going to get that going. Across in front. O'Shane Daly cleanly grabbed. Well done. Simani Bolt. Up the boards. Mannion. Across to Brown. Jodoin on him. Great stick play. Not clean, apparently, and so a free hit for the Maroons. Mannion. Shot saved by Brandon Berg. Great grab. Very good shot from Mannion there. Room steps up, wins the ball, up the boards. Across in front, Simani Bolt. Oh, that's Saheem Brown, excuse me. A great shot, the goal scorer from earlier. Doesn't get it. Slap shot from deep, blocked in front. Mannion. Brown shot wide again. Mannion in front, gets it back out to the point. Lost it. Nigel Davis back out in front. Simani Bolt. As Bowen steps up on that, lots of commotion in front of the Express net. That, I think, the best scoring opportunity for either team in this half. Good block by Bolt. He's got Mannion in front, blocked by Marquez. Up the boards, Davis steps up, loses the battle, across in front, scores! Joe Teixeira. In transition, all it was the step up from O'Shane. Rooms gone wrong there. A good move by Joseph Teixeira. Gets it across. Bowen playing interference, and Daly not 100% there. And the Maroons find themselves in a 1-goal hole. Lamoy Givens coming on now for them. Held, Mannion runs after it. Brings it up the other side in the middle for Taheem Brown. Good block by Amanda Suli Teixeira. In front, blocked by Davis. Strong on the possession. Back to Brown. Across, intercepted. Teixeira across for Teixeira. And that one goes up and over the boards. Nigel Davis, the one to hit it in. The Jeremy to Joe connection there. Mannion, 3-on-2. Whips it on, wide, rebound in front. Givens can't get it on. Lamoy Givens. Back to Nigel Davis, all the way in the Maroons' end. Now up the boards, intercepted. Ribeiro. Tries to get it out in front, looking for some support. Ribeiro across. Suli Teixeira now at the point. In for Joe, good block, that one. Koreans out of bounds, and the Express get a corner hit here. 7:45 remaining in the second half, just over halfway done. And the Maroons need a goal to tie things up. Melo. In front, dangerous shot, blocked. In front, Jeremy Teixeira. No goal on the high stick. At least to me up in the booth, a pretty clear-cut high stick, unfortunately for John Ribeiro. For the Express, a 2-goal lead at this point would have been huge. Taheem Brown, this one across. Woo, good move by Jeremy Teixeira out in front, nobody there. Up the wing, back to the point. Up the other side, in front, Mannion does not collect it. Brown has a rush. Tries to get it in front. Brandenburg there. That call is made. And a free hit given. Corey Wright steps on for the first time for the Maroons. Chip deep. Rooms across. Mannion rushes up the middle. That's going to be a free hit where Jeremy Teixeira stands. Another opportunity here for the Maroons to get a set piece going. Shot low, blocked by Mello. Chipped up. Oh, great stick work from Jeremy Teixeira. Crashes through, and a free hit from in tight for the Express. Mello takes it, intercepted by Cindy Mannion. Takes it the other way, kicks it into the corner, tries to look for a centering ball. That one across, and a great grab by Brandenburg. Teixeira tries to get it through the legs, gets it by Davis. Tries to get it around Rooms as well, does, but Daly there to grab it in net. Nigel Davis up the wing, blocked there. Shot low, blocked in front, shot scores. And the Express lead by 2. Great shot, but nobody in front and back for the Maroons. And with 5:21 remaining, Jeremy Teixeira starts to set the Express apart. Face-off 1. Now Rocky Lindsay ends up coming back on the floor with a teammate's stick, it looks like. Good opportunity to buy a new one here at the OXDOG Open, as they have a booth set up in the far corner, as you can see on your camera there. For anybody watching who will be coming to the facility at some point, 15% off everything at that store in the corner. So may as well take advantage of the discount if you're here. And if you're not participating in the tournament or playing at the venue today, we thank you for watching from home regardless. Brown dumps it down. O'Shane Rooms looks across. Great interception by Jodoin. Doesn't let that play develop. Brown looking for the snapshot. And a very good opportunity here. Mannion skies it, unfortunately. Can't get anything going on that play. Behind the net, Marquez. Back, Jodoin letting the ball come to him. Corey Wright chasing him down, though. Up the middle, this one goes back, but Lindsay able to start working with that. Popped out of bounds by Joseph Teixeira. Lindsay in front, Brown trying to play it a little bit with his feet. Lindsay comes across in front. Low shot goes wide. Ball still loose out in front. Brandenburg unsure if he can collect it. Big rush here from Mannion. Gets it up the middle, takes it himself. Low shot, ends up being weak. Back out in front. Brown, low shot wide. Mannion looking for a pass. Slows it down. Great work here in the corner. Rooms behind the net. Out in front. That one rebounds off a defender and into safety. Jodoin hounded. Gets it up here. Lindsay puts on the Jets. Still beat by Joseph Teixeira, though. Ball ends up in the hand of the Maroons anyway, though. Lindsay. Good steal by Teixeira, but only temporary. This one ends up being chipped out of bounds, and a Maroons free hit on the near side.
2:30 remaining. Mannion, shot goes wide, dump into the corner. Tahim Brown in front, looks for that pass. Behind the net to O'Shane Rooms, tries to get it back to Mannion, not strong enough on the play, and the Express get going. Joe Teixeira across, great interception. Mannion stays with it. O'Shane Rooms, shot low, great save in front still, held by Brandon Berg, cradled into safety, a 3-on-1 the other way, across, Ribeiro falls down trying to get the tap in. Unhappy with how that play developed. Brown has some support. Mannion takes it back. Shot hits Jodoin in the leg. Mannion dumps it off to Rooms on the near side. Across, intercepted by Ribeiro. Chipped up for Joe Teixeira wide of the net. What a rush back from Tahim Brown. Across to O'Shane Rooms. Now deep, Simani Bolt across in front, shot save. Great shot by Sidney Mannion. Brandenburg comes up the better of that duel. Rocky Lindsay chips it back deep, but Suli Teixeira is there. Shot ends up going behind the net. Kadra can't find a lane to get it back out in front. Alyssa Teixeira now. Spins, can't fire it in front. Brown chips it up the boards, 3-on-1. Shot low, goes wide. A great opportunity for the Maroons there, does not pan out. Simani Bolt steals it back in front. Mannion off to Brown, spin shot behind, Mannion again. Shot off of Mello. Good block there. Givens looks for Brown in front. Will be Maroons' ball from a great spot just in front of the net here. Mannion, shot save. Teixeira loses it, Simani Bolt shot behind the net, unfortunately. Unable to collect it. Great hustle there from Brown on the far side. He starts to bring it back up. Jeremy Teixeira, one-on-one with Givens, gets by. Great save by Daly. 1 second left, and that will be all. The Express win and will finish in 7th. The Maroons, unfortunately, without a win, but what an effort from them in this game. So much fun to watch. So aggressive, and in this game, had the better offensive opportunities generally, but an all-star performance from that man in the Solving gear, Kim Brandenburg. And as the handshake lines go off, we will take a few minutes to get things set up for our second game of the day as the Chuckerstown Chiefs play the Trash Pandas for 5th place.
swept back by the phone. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how can you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you own? Maybe if you build your house on sand, you can burrow the deeper. Maybe it would cave on you alone. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Baby, if you don't stand for something, how could you ever hope to hold the weight of everything you hold? Maybe if you show them all your hand, you can knot in the creases. Maybe you could take it back and fold. You said it was all in the ether. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said she was nothing but eager. Then you said she said that you couldn't believe her. Ain't something you said you could feed her. She said it was all just a leader. Then you said you swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. Swear I did, I tried, I swear I did. 1,000 times to let it lie, 1,000 times to let it lie. I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. And I heard that you weren't sure, and I called it off again. These days all I see is everything you're not. Between those melodies, it's all I've been thinking of. Since then, the lines you left behind you, they cover every bit of this home. And these days, it's all I've ever wanted, it's all I've ever wanted to know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, I don't even know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, I don't even know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, it's not what I thought. I guess we got what we want. These days all I hear are words that I forgot. And of those memories I'd rather lose the lot. Since then the days are getting longer, but I keep getting lost in the snow. And these days it's all I've ever wanted, it's all I've ever wanted to know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, I don't even know. What it is that keeps me from letting you go, I don't even know. What it is that keeps me from letting.
Hello and welcome back. Moments before our next game starts between the Chuckerstown Chiefs pictured here and the Trash Pandas. Should be a wonderful game. Winner finishes in 5th place in the tournament. The loser will get 6th. Our last game, a very entertaining one between the Jamaican Maroons and My Way Express. Express taking that one with a second half lead going into halftime 1-1. Final score of that one 3-1. A very valiant effort put up by the Maroons though, and excited to see them back in the tournament potentially next year. Ed Jermal will kick things off with a possession that lasts approximately 2 seconds for the Trash Pandas, as the Chiefs will look to get things out. Blanchard down into the corner. Tristan. That one on. Good save by Brendan Mahoney.
Ian Chambers now off to Blanchard. Shot goes wide. Chased down in the corner by Gabe Bordage. Wrap around, Bordage scores! Early start for the Chiefs as they get on the board immediately. As this one on the curl is rebounded out in front, and Gabriel Bordage seals the deal. 1-0 Chiefs early. Jermal chips it up. Durant pulls it back behind. Cashino runs this one up the boards. Head of steam. Wraps around behind the net. Chips it back. That one intercepted. Popped up the wing. Simpson chipped up in front. Good clear by Elliott 10. This one shot deep. Matt Alejandro going to chase it down, but it pops over the boards. And the Chuckerstown Chiefs are going to be the first to play this ball. Isaac Cashino. Back around. Whoa, it hops up on him. The Team Canada defender lost it. Popped up over the boards. This will be hit in by Matt Alejandro. Across, Jermal. Cross to Ed Jermal. This one chipped up. Scott Simpson in the middle. Tries to pull it through, tries to dump it off for Matt Alejandro. Can't do it. On the wing, across, 10. This one intercepted. Chalmers on the wing looking for a teammate in the middle. Pinched. And Ed Jermal fires it into Runstrom, his teammate on the bench. And the Chiefs will get a free hit here. Barnhart. Up the boards. Ooh, 10 rebound shot. Bordage almost with his second. Jermal up to Simpson. Scott Simpson has it intercepted. Tristan Bordage rips that thing. Unfortunately, it goes about 1.5 feet over the goal. And Brendan Mahoney does not have to do much. Shot, whoa, flubbed it. Great save off the mistake from Declan Jermal. Ed Jermal has Gabe Bordage on him. Chambers with the easy handle. Pass across from Blanchard doesn't get there. Matt Alejandro trying to corral it. This one up in front. Reese Chambers will palm that one to the boards, and Kyle Barnhart now looking to start to get to work here. Blanchard up to Barnhart. Across, Tristan Bordage. In front, whoa, rebounds off of Declan Jermal and almost in the Trash Pandas net. Would have been an unfortunate own goal. Now Chambers up the wing. Bordage clears it deep. Brendan Mahoney sends it right back up to Matt Alejandro. Chipped into the corner. Alejandro has it taken from him. Matt Alejandro looks for the shot. Chambers posts up, holds, and Barnhart will take it out for the Chiefs. Just under 12 minutes to go in this first half. Patrick Mahoney, also member of Team Canada. Durant spins around, shot, scores! Carter Durant. And the Pandas tie things up. Good work from Durant. He'll spin around and rip the thing top shelf. Chambers couldn't do much about it. 1-1. Ed Jermal. Durant can't stop it. Cashino in the middle. Isaac Cashino with the shot. Good save by Mahoney. Whoa, he takes a tumble as well. Mahoney chipped up, across shot off the side of the netting. Looked dangerous for a moment, but Chambers holds on. Down for Hunsberger, excuse me. Jermal behind the net. That one chipped. Cashino saves it. Cashino back to the point for 10. Dumped it off to Isaac Cashino. Elliott 10 now back with the ball. Carter Durant trying to get in on that. Lots of stick contact there, and the Chiefs get a free hit. Bulkinen will be the one to hit it in. Shot deep, goes wide. Hunsberger tried to get a tip on it. Patrick Mahoney now fires this one deep. Carter Durant tries to put it between his legs, misses the ball. Durant establishing some space here in front. Can't quite get it through. Durant 10 strong with the stick, but Mahoney comes out with it in the end. Mahoney behind the net. Simpson now for the Trash Pandas. Back to Durant, leaves it for Declan Jermal. Save, loose in front, but Chambers dives on it. In front, Pulkkinen, as Mahoney goes sliding across the crease. Pulkkinen does not make contact, and the Chiefs get a free hit. Or excuse me, no, the Chiefs do get a free hit. That was the incorrect hand signal from the referee. Props to our referees. They've been doing a lot of refereeing over the course of the last couple days. Mahoney in a 2-on-1 across. Good block by Kyle Barnhart. Up the middle now to Pulkkinen. Across, blocked by Simpson. Hunsberger in front. Eric Hunsberger looks to rip it and whiffs on the shot, unfortunately. Chambers, or excuse me, Chalmers called for the hit as Hunsberger goes off for Blanchard in the background. Across, Bordage has that one bounce over the boards on him, unfortunately. And Ed Jermal will be the one to hit it in for the Trash Pandas. Behind the net now to Declan. This one chipped all the way down. Matt Alejandro trying to chase it. Loses the chase battle to Kyle Barnhart. Ian Chambers up the boards. Blanchard up the middle. Oh, there. Good steal from Bordage. Across in front. Blanchard can't get there. The shoe lost on the court. Bordage across in front. Blanchard almost scores while trying to put his shoe back on. Back out to the point. Chipped in deep, and that one will be collected and slowed down here by the Chiefs. Chambers chips it up. Has an opportunity in front. That one's directed on by Gabe Bordage. Alejandro in front. Rundstrom can't quite get there. He was phenomenal yesterday in their placement match, in their consolation semifinal. Durant gets there, spins around, has that one pop over the boards on him, unfortunately. Just under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Game tie 1-1. Cashino chips it up the boards.
Into the corner, Elliott 10 has that one chipped by him. Patrick Mahoney tries to go by 2, but Dave Chambers gets there. Cashino from deep fires one on, goes for a second, run around. That one high and wide, unfortunately. Chiefs trying to take a lead here into halftime. Can't find the target with that shot. And the Trash Pandas will get to work coming back the other way. Mahoney to Jermal. Back to Patrick Mahoney. Up the middle to Durant. Intercepted, Elliott 10 there. Snags it. Gets it back to safety in the hands of Dave Chambers. Up the boards to 10 again. Spins around. Isaac Cashino. Up the boards to 10, who loses it for a moment. And the defender in Cashino all the way up into the opposing corner. 10, one-timer would have gone wide. Mahoney starts to work, going the other way. Loose ball, Durant. Behind, intercepted by Chambers. Oh, Ian Chambers goes for a run and scores! Ian Chambers! Oh boy, what a run from one goal line to the other. Just blows by the defense and blows the ball by Brendan Mahoney as the Chiefs take the 2-1 lead. Chambers. Up to Blanchard. Shot, low, scores! Gabe Bordage. Chiefs get 2 in a row in quick succession. As this one is lost, good low shot there. Play back on. Intercepted Mahoney up the middle. Holds, waits, fires. Good save by Chambers. Ian Chambers now behind the net. Up to Blanchard on the wing. Chucks it across. You hear the ding of the post on that one from Tristan Bordage. Would have been his first goal of the day. Already 2 on the scoreboard for his brother. Chipped up. Held by Barnhart. Lost it to Alejandro, though. Mahoney chips it across. Simpson can't quite get there. Gabe Bordage. One-on-one. Shot blocked by Carter Durant. This one across. Tristan Bordage plays it safe. Plays it back to Cashino. Dave Chambers now. Across. Cashino. In the middle. Can't quite get there. Pulkkinen. Pops it. That one hits Alejandro. Trying to beat Cashino on this ball. He stays with it well. Popped it up behind the net. Pulkkinen chips it off the boards. Durant gets an extra touch on it, but it goes over the boards. And they're going to make the call that the Chiefs get the possession up the boards. 10 can't get a clean shot off. Pulkkinen dumps it into the corner. Durant first to react. He gets there, fires it down. And Dave Chambers will be the first one to get there. Springs Cashino up the middle. That one goes wide of the net. Mahoney. Back, Matt Alejandro in the corner. Shot wide. Chalmers behind the net. Alejandro not expecting that pass, and Pulkkinen gets it. Rundstrom tried to intercept it, missed it. Declan Jermal shoots that one low. Dave Chambers in the middle. Tries to find some open space here for Cashino.
does. Cashino shot wide behind the net, grabbed by Brendan Mahoney. All the way up, 2-on-1. Chalmers across to Matt Alejandro. It goes in. No goal. And they're going to say no goal on the crease violation, I believe. Got to learn the referee hand signs a little better. I'm going to assume it was a no goal on the crease violation as Ed Germal tries to get it back out. Bordage intercepts Mahoney, still there. Pandas looking for a play. Matt Alejandro's goal taken back. Mahoney looking for an option behind the net. Out in front, Elliott 10 kicks it up, chases after it himself. Declan Germal has that go up over the boards. And it will be a face-off in the corner. 10 loses the battle, and Chalmers will be able to clear it down the middle. All the way to Reese Chambers, under a minute. Now left in the first, the Chiefs looking to take a 2-goal lead. Into their next period. Bordage over, looking for the hat trick. He misses the shot, unfortunately for him. Back across. All the way down. Chambers using the body to get in the way. Tristan Bordage. Up to Gabe Bordage. Out in front, Germal stops that from being dangerous. The chip play up the board. 6 seconds left. Blanchard will hold, fire it, and that will be the period. 3-1 Chiefs after one here. Put on a show. Gabriel Bordage, their star so far. 2 goals in this game. Has looked fantastic all over the floor, and we'll see if that continues here in half number 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back. A couple of the TFL Lions walking across the court there. They're playing up next up against Cambridge FC, the hosts, versus the representatives from the Toronto Floorball League, 2 of the larger leagues in Ontario and in Canada. Now as we head into the second half, Chiefs will look to hold the lead that they've got so far. $16 more minutes between the Chiefs and a 5th place finish. Durant clears it. Matt Alejandro in the corner. Goes for a run. Spins around. Cashino behind the net. Chipped out. Simpson blocks it down. That might have been a little high, but either way, Tristan Bordage brings it back the other way. Across in front. Cashino has it block off of something and go out of bounds. Look like off the back of Blanchard maybe, and out of bounds. As that one springs up high. Behind the net, Durant clears it down into the corner for Mahoney. Durant, chipped up in front, keeps it to himself. The goal scorer for the Pandas so far in this game. Goes up and over, that one off of a Chief. Alejandro behind the net, loses it to Mahoney. He'll have to sprint after it, does. Bordage gets called for the interference, as they'll have to put their bench back together. Mahoney, shot low, blocked by Cashino. He'll start to go for a run here. Oh, back out in front, Blanchard wide open, shot at the post! Oh, dumps it deep. Mahoney there though. Pandas come back the other way. We'll see if they can get something started. Nope, blocked off by Cashino immediately. Back the other way, Cashino. Chambers now back with it. In front, tipped on. Mahoney lost it for a second, but goes deep. Alejandro misses that pass in the middle to Mahoney. Cashino dumps it. Chambers in the middle. Shot saved. High stick on Eric Hunsberger here. And the Pandas will have a free hit. In prime position to break out. Durant up the middle to Rundstrom. Chambers will take it himself up the wing. Finds Hunsberger in the middle, who gets stripped of it by Jermal. Play in the middle, Polkinen. Matt Alejandro sneaks up, takes it from him. That a free hit at the basketball center court here for the Griffins. Off to Chambers. Chambers across, stopped by Mahoney. And the Pandas go back the other way in a 4-on-2. Alejandro looking for a pass out in front. Mahoney waiting behind the net. Nobody up in the slot right now. And the Pandas will have to get it back to the defense. Rundstrom loses that one to Elliott 10 in the corner. Chips it around. Hunsberger runs it up the wing. The advantage given to the Chiefs. Played back, whipped on by Barnhart, and Jermal will take it out. This one goes the length of the court down to Reese Chambers. Barnhart to Chambers. Runs this one up the middle of the field. Chambers across. Polkinen can't get the redirect on target. Great opportunity for the Chiefs to take a 3-goal lead. Chambers across in front again. That one intercepted by Rundstrom. Simpson off the wing to Chalmers. Low shot in front, blocked. Chambers holds. Goes back the other way. Hunsberger loses the step at Jermal now. Across. Chambers intercepts the pass. And the Chiefs have one. Handed off to Chambers again. Into the corner for Barnhart. Chambers changes for Cashino in that 2-on-1. Simpson. Strong play from Cashino to keep it. Polkinen there. Gets it to Cashino. Sprints down the wing. Cashino across, and Dave Chambers, full head of steam, rushes into that play and can't come up with the tap in on the back. Sent up, intercepted. Okay, Bordage has it blocked by Jermall in front. Bordage behind the net, looking for a pass out. Cashino can't get the tip on. And Mahoney across, fires it about an inch wide. Up and over. Chiefs will get the ball. Blanchard whips it on. Good block in front by Durand as he fully goes for the body check there. I think he was falling over almost the whole time. And they go tumbling through the boards. Free hit in the corner. Sent behind. Bordage. In front, whoa, Tristan Bordage very close to getting. Durant will hit it in. Rundstrom. Mahoney. Across. Jermall. Into Durant. Charges up. Low shot goes wide. Off to the wing. Sent up Durant. Stops it. Woo, spin move. And gets things going back the other way pretty quickly. Durant, low shot, wide. Mahoney now with it. Matt Alejandro fires it to Durant, charging in. Has two on him, gets it across to Mahoney. At the point, shot stopped. Good save there by Reese Chambers. Mahoney chips that up and out. And on a change, the Chiefs thought it was their ball, but it was not. And Chambers with a beautiful save. Keeping the Chiefs up by 2. Pulkkinen tries to fire it down the wing on the backhand. Weak. Jermall fires it low. Chambers stops it before it gets to the net. Cashino. Backhand fires it. Tristan Bordage off the post. And that goes up and over. Oh my. A great opportunity there for the Chiefs goes awry at the last possible moment. And Barnhart will resume play. Slowing it down in the corner. Looking for a passing lane. Might have Hunsberger behind the net. On that back post, 10 to Hunsberger. Back in the middle, chipped out. Patrick Mahoney the other way. One-on-one scores. Patrick Mahoney brings the Pandas within 1. Sent on a breakaway the other way. And he beats Reese Chambers. And the Pandas get within 1. Durant tries to step up in the middle, advantage. Called, that one chipped up and over the boards, and it will be Chiefs ball. Up the middle, Elliott 10 tries to get it on target. Can't do it. Hunsberger. Simpson. Up the board. Simpson. Loses it to Chambers. Mahoney on him. Simpson with the wraparound. Almost tucks it past Reese Chambers. Now going the other way. Pulkkinen will take it for the Chiefs. Hands it off. Barnhart, 10, back up to Barnhart. Sloppy passing, unfortunately, from the Chiefs on that play, but they are the beneficiary of a shot that ends up going well over the boards. 6 minutes to play in this second half. Chiefs got to hold on. Chambers loses it to Mahoney. Sprung on a break again. Ian Chambers body checks. And an early call from the referee. Gives Patrick Mahoney a penalty shot instead of just a goal on that play. We'll see if ball don't lie. A crucial moment, 5.5 to go. And Mahoney has a chance to tie it up right here. And he does score. Mahoney with a lot of little moves. And he gets it to go in the end. Pandas tied up at 3. 5:35 to go. Isaac Cashino. Shot hits off of Bordage in the corner. Yellow in the corner. Dave Chambers across in front. Cashino almost had one there. Brendan Mahoney almost lost it. Sends it all the way down for Matt Alejandro, and the Pandas will start to work. That's a high stick. Pretty obvious. Dave Chambers hands it to Cashino. Back to Chambers. Into the corner, Bordage slaps it in front. Can't be turned on. Tristan Bordage, low shot save. Still a loose ball in the corner. Jermal looks to clear. Popped up off of Tristan Bordage and out of bounds. Jermal to hit it back in. Sends it down the boards. Chalmers across in front. Barnhart clears it. Jermal for the Trash Pandas starts to work, but loses it to Gabe. Will start to work behind the net. Potentially great stick check from Declan Jermal. And that chipped out will be a free hit for the Trash Pandas. Cross. Rundstrom off the side of the net. Grabbed by Chambers. Up the wing. Bordage, low shot, blocked immediately. Alejandro into the corner. Holds, blocked by Barnhart. Chambers now comes back the other way. Blows by one. Gets by Ed Jermal, but Declan Jermal, the last man back, ends up being the one to stop the play. Alejandro behind the net doing some funky stick work, gets it back to the point. Jermal, low shot, blocked by Blanchard. Up in front, Ian Chambers! Beautiful play, the lead to the Chiefs late. Timeout, Trash Pandas. Blanchard springs Ian Chambers, and a great move to get by Brendan Mahoney.
and take the lead late. .239 to go, and the Chiefs lead by 1. Lots of fast breakaway goals in the second half of this game. Pretty good defense generally when possession is established, but when it is not, teams seem to be getting caught sleeping more in this second half as this game goes on. As the timeout comes to an end. Polkinen for the Chiefs. Playing a little bit of possession. Has some options. Ends up going back to Cashano. Dave Chambers sends it up the boards for Eric Hunsberger. Gets it through the legs of Durant. 10 is run into. And a Chiefs free hit. Cashano in the middle for 10. Chipped wide. Chalmers there to get it behind the net to Durant. Durant to Simpson. Chipped in front. Reese Chambers easily grabs that one. Under 2 minutes to go now. Isaac Cashano has it stripped from him by Jermal. Fires that one deep. Mahoney, the recipient, backs around. Mahoney. In front, shot low, wide from Chalmers, and Cashano will collect it in the corner. Back behind, Ian Chambers, under 1:30 now. Bordage clears it out. As they play time, I think Brendan Mahoney waiting to come on for the extra attacker. That one popped up off Tristan Bordage. Mahoney. Across Durant. Had an opportunity. Mahoney. Fans on the shot. Cashano the other way. Alejandro on for the extra attacker. Cashano up the wing. Has a man in front. Chambers blocks it. It hits off of Jermal and goes in the net. An own goal at the end of this one by Declan Jermal. On the retreat, not much you can do about it, unfortunately. And with 53 seconds left, it is looking unlikely that the Trash Pandas will come out on top. Good shot by Gabe Bordage. Still looking for the hat trick. Behind the net, Ed Jermal. Clears this one to Mahoney, gets it by, whips it. It's the cameraman, Carson, behind the net. 34 seconds. Cashano to hit it in for the Chiefs. Bordage on the wing. Up to Tristan, tries to get it in front. Ed Jermal there, Tristan Bordage playing possession out in front. Stick work, intercepted by Blanchard. Cashano back. Tristan Bordage hits the post for, I think, the third time this game. I am not exaggerating. He has been the only one to hit the woodwork this consistently. It's so unlucky. This could be an 8-3 game if it wasn't for the darn post being exactly where it was in the case of Tristan Bordage. Behind the net, Chambers has it pop up on him, wasting some time on that bounce. 2 seconds to go, and that's the game. The loudest buzzer known to man goes for the final time of the Chiefs and Trash Pandas tournament. 5-3 Chiefs take 5th place.
We will take a moment here to get set up for the third place match between the TFL Lions and Cambridge FC. We'll be right back.
Maybe we could go back to mine. Well, I think that I've been drifting without you, drifting. I think that I've been drifting without you, drifting. I think that I've been drifting without you, drifting. I think that I've been drifting without you, drifting. And now I know that you've been gone. You wear me down to bone and marrow. I wear you down around my neck. The current pulls the water narrows. I live a life you won't forget. I lived a life before you, and nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. You and nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. We can see it from the meadow, our house before the mountainside. Such a welcome in the bellows, with open arms and seeing eye. With open arms I'm seeing you and I. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. You and I. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time, it goes faster and faster. Faster and faster, dear. The road is still moving backwards. Now it looks so clear. The snow eating up by the road, eating up by. I can still recall the twists and turns, but it feels so straight ahead, a little farther till the end. We'll go faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time, it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time, it goes faster and faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time my mind, it won't forget. And this time, it goes faster. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time my mind, we're not there yet. This time my mind, it won't forget. This time, it goes faster and faster. Marks upon this ground, I'd give it up just to burn it.
Hello and welcome back. Just underway here for our third place match. The TFL Lions versus Cambridge FC. Into the corner, new addition to the TFL Lions today. Mark Patey in the corner. He goes for the spinorama shot, and that one is corralled easily. Tyler Hathroll up the middle. Intercepted by Michael Krybick of the Lions. Chipped up into the middle. Michael Turco off to Tate Garside. In the middle, Jimmy Daly intercepts. In the middle, Tyler Brush hands it off. Hathroll across, intercepted by Hardigan on a breakaway. Backhand scores, Liam Hardigan. What a goal! The captain getting his team hyped up here. What an interception from Hardigan. Popped up on him a little bit, but got back to it, took his time beautifully and got the backhand to go under the legs. And the Lions strike first. Talking yesterday to Tyler Brush after the day's festivities were over, saying that they cannot lose to both Toronto teams. Cambridge FC lost to United yesterday in their semifinal, and now in this third place consolation cannot bear to lose to the TFL Lions, and so we'll see if they can get it back here. Lidstone shot, one of the leading scorers, if not the leading scorer, I believe, in the tournament so far. Ahmed spins back, Balco in the middle, loses it. Lidstone chips it up. Another new addition to the Lions today, Balraj Jutla. Shot blocked wide. And the third and final new addition to the Lions today, Ezra Goldberg. Oh, Brush stolen the other way. In the middle, shot saved by J.L. Pristeko. Luca Turco gets robbed of a easy cross crease there.
Ivan Dmitriev. Backhand blocked in the middle. Daly has it get away from him. Behind the net, Tyler Hathrell. It's Brush on the wing. Up into the corner. Behind the net. Lidstone can't find a man in front. Dmitriev back. And the stick contact will be given a free hit to Toronto. Dmitriev lets Krybek take the free hit. Krybek up into the corner. Krybek drives to the center. That bounces over the goalie. Ooh, what a grab out of midair. And Tim Garside now with it for Cambridge. Rendell hands it back to Garside. Up the middle, Tyler Hathrell. Lidstone. Wines, fires. Save. Or block in front, by Rustam Ainadinov, who, with a full head of steam, gets to work up the middle. Only one defender, and Tyler Hathrell skies it over the net. An uncharacteristic move. Jutla off the tap in, will take it. Lidstone, oh, lost it. Turco save by Presteko again. Pumala behind the net. Be a free hit to the Lions for interference. Or a stick hit. Up the boards, and Balraj scores it over the boards. Free hit to Cambridge here at midfield. 11 minutes to go in the first. Lions taking advantage of that breakaway as they lead 1-0. Tyler Brush can't get there. Tyler Hathrell, though. Will spins. Back the other way. Turco lost it. Pumala lost it to Tyler Brush, across to Turco, and that one is soared over the net as well. Hits the Griffin on the back wall. Ainadinov across, Jutla. Chipped up, Hardigan, the goal scorer. Across in the middle, Jutla, shot blocked by Hathrell. In front, that's going to be a call. Cambridge will get the free hit. Take Garside, back to Tyler Hathrell. In the middle, Michael Turco gets it back to the defense. Hathrell has it bounce on him, stays in play though. Mate Balco intercepts, tries to spring hard again, and that's going to be interference. Liam Hardigan having a laugh with Tyler Hathrell. Two of the better players in the Toronto Floorball League. This one across, Ainadinov. Intercepted by Brush the other way. Has Tim Garside. Fans on the pass. Behind the back. That one left in the middle. Daly. Sole man going the other way. Has Krybek now. Backhand. That one just off target. And Cambridge will start from scratch. Garside hands it off to Brush. Into the corner. A cross out in front. Oh, loose ball was lost. We'll take another look at that, but Tim Garside evens things up for Cambridge. Ended up walking by Ainatdinov and got an opportunity on the rebound as Toronto defenders lost it. And now 1-1, just under halfway through this first period. Dumped in, intercepted by Goldberg. Left for Daly. Jimmy Daly. Oh, he tried to put it through the legs of Luca Turco. Handed off to Nick Lidstone. Shot blocked by Prosecco behind the net. Lidstone. Garside back to Lidstone. Back to Tate Garside. At the point. Hands it off to Brush. Daly on him hard, and an advantage is called. Brush up in the middle. Tate Garside fires it low and wide. Rendell off to Luca Turco. Brush in the slot, loses it. Ahmed intercepts, needing a pass, tries to get it up the boards. Daly loses it to Tate Garside, chipped up the boards. Daly goes the other way, but Rendell, the last man back. Brush, low shot blocked. Balraj coming the other way. Low shot about 10 feet wide. Goes off the backboards, and Cambridge will collect. Brush up the middle, intercepted. Goldberg fires it to nobody. And a free hit will be given regardless to Cambridge. Full line change here for the Lions. As a full fresh 5 bodies go, and Hathroll off of a quick free hit does Tyler Hathroll things. We'll see if we can see it again here. On the replay, just rips the thing top corner, blows it by everybody. Caught me off guard. Didn't even get to see the ball go in the net on the camera. Goodness. Slow line change for the Lions leads to a Cambridge goal, and they have their first lead of this contest. Just over 7 minutes left in the game, now down to about 6:45. Brush the other way, in front, dangerous, cleared away and over the boards by Krybik. Seems to have clipped Brush. Across, Lidstone wide. Ainatdinov. In front, Simis. Popped, Brush. Laser beam, good shot. Better save by Prosecco on that occasion. Brush takes it up the boards. That hops up on Tate Garside, and the Lions will get it back. Balco. Back pass to Ainatdinov. Stolen by Lidstone. Lacking there. Michael Turco tries to spin it around. We'll just do a lap. Gets it back to Hathroll across. Lidstone cannot receive that pass cleanly. Lidstone back to Garside. Across to Tyler Hathroll. Hops up on him. Garside. Turco. Brush. Hathroll. Gets by. Brush. In for Turco. Good stop. No rebound. Turco. Back behind. Brush. Back to the point. Tate Garside. Brush. Lidstone now in the corner. Back to Brush. Hops up on him. He cuts to the middle. Shot blocked by Balco. Lions can't get out of their own end. Off the boards. Garside has lost it, and a change can be made. Lidstone. Across. Indirect pass. Turco Gets there first. Ainatdinov going off. Hardigan intercepts in the middle again. Back. Daly. Shot wide. I think lost track of where the net was in all of that commotion. And now Garside will loop back. Has his brother on the wing. Ends up falling into the boards. And that one hops up on Luca Turco, goes over the boards. 3:45 to go. Lions get the ball. Yoram finds Liam. Across in the middle, Daly. Pops up on him over the boards. That'll be Lions ball in the corner. Behind the net, Balraj with the ball. Chipped up, Pumala in the corner. Will look to start to get things moving for the Lions. Hardigan up to Daly now. Oh, he doesn't have support, loses the ball in his feet, but recollects. Daly, though, lost it. Garside with a clean take. Garside blocked by Hardigan. Behind him to Daly. Daly just loses it again. That's unfortunate. 2 possessions in a row. Not working. Seeming that knee might not be at 100% right now either. Mark Patey. High effort play. Daly back to Patey. Good shot. Can't get it to go. Patey behind the net to Daly. Back. Balraj shot wide again by a couple feet. Line change for the Lions. New bodies on. We'll see if that changes anything here in the last 2 minutes of this first half of the third game. Out over the boards. Oh, it doesn't get it back in. Rendell to hit it in for Cambridge. Garside back to Rendell. Intercepted by Balko up the wing to Ahmed. Gets it by Hathrel. Puts on the Jets. Gets there for the Lions. And wins the free hit as well on the interference. In front. Garside up in front. Loses it. Goldberg. Off to Ainatdinov. Blocked Balko across. Ainatdinov looking for the shot. Has Z. Ainatdinov into the corner, and that pops up and goes out of bounds. 37 seconds to go. Brush. Off to Hathrel, who will take it up. Rendell on the wing. Tries to chip it by Krybik. In front, it rebounds off 2 members of the defense. And in the net. Krybik, I think, tried to clear it across the face of the net. It hits off Ainatdinov. And that ends up in the net. Cambridge take a 2-goal lead into the half with only 21.8 remaining. Unfortunate turn of events for Toronto late. Dmitriev gets it to the center. It will be a Lions free hit on that far side. Blocked, and his time will expire here in the first half. Cambridge coming away with a 2-goal lead. series of unfortunate events occurring in front of the net, but the Lions will look to come back here in the second half. Cambridge 3, TFL 1. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
We couldn't follow the fields, we couldn't live up the yields, and so we slowly slipped away. It was a city of jade from the year it was made, then it started to decay. But I'm still here. Lost everything, everything, but I know that it will fall. The crumbling walls, and it's all that is left to me. It seems like we're in withdrawal, but so are they all. And it's all that is left to me. I'm like your living to stone, I read it alone. And it's all that is left to me. Your love songs cover this home, but nobody knows. And it's all that is left to me. And in the temples divine, can't tell the writing for fines, but then I know just what they'll say. You stood a mightier kind of calico baker pine, but then they started to decay.
Hello and welcome back. Second half beginning now. Cambridge with the 2-goal lead. Turco in the middle for Brush, back and forth, gets it by Krivik for the time being, back out to the point. Wow, Toronto coming at Cambridge with a lot of energy right now. Trying to surprise them early here in the second half with the hustle. Lost it. Mark Patey up the wing. There's a cut it in the middle. Back Daly, can't get a handle on it. Hardigan now with it. Back to Ainatdinov, low shot, save. Still loose out in front. Lidstone not the first to get there, but Brush intercepts the pass across, fires it on, blocked by Ainatdinov in front. Back behind, Turco. Across, whoo! Cannot be handled by Lidstone. Daly chips it up the boards, loses it to take Garside. Shot goes wide, and Presteko in net will hold and cover. Hardigan. Off to Jutla. Tries to juke in, but Brush takes it from him. One-handed play back to Michael Turco. Now all the way back to Tyler Hathrow. Across, Michael Turco. Looking for a shot opportunity on the backhand, maybe trying to get something out in front. Can't do it. Chip behind the net. Mark Patey comes up with it for Toronto. Will get by Lidstone. Chipped up the boards. Hathrow will hold for Cambridge as they try and get something going. Whoa, Lidstone in the slot wide open. How did that happen? Toronto can't let stuff like that go as Presteko will hold on. Ooh, seems like they blew off a lot of that energy right off the bat. A bit of a slow change there as well. They now get things going. Looking to set up some plays. Z open on the near side boards. Pumala chips it up. Brush. Oh, he fans on the pass. Brush with the shot save. Presteko, Lidstone. Rebound twice. Goes high and wide. Tried to bat it out of midair on the second one. Does not hit. And unfortunately for Cambridge, they do not take a 3-goal lead just yet. 13 and a half minutes remaining in the game. Toronto going to need some big moves to occur if they're going to come back in this one. More consistent pressure, more consistent possession. Tyler Hathrow takes it, and he can just shoot and score from seemingly anywhere. And that one comes very close to doing just that. Barely wide, especially hooking towards the net too. Krybek. Ainadinov up the wing to Zishan Ahmed. Has it stolen from him by Nick Lidstone. Shot save. Can't get hands on it. Balko found on the far side. Chipped up the boards. Garside, Brush now with it. Loops back. Garside to Brush. He's got Tim Garside low. Finds him. Shot. Shoulder save. I think it was going wide by about an inch. That one pops up over the boards. And it will be a Lions hit in. Ainadinov. Daly now. Coming back playing defense. Defense switching sides. Back to Rustam. Brush intercepts that pass in the middle. Shot goes wide. Luka Turco, that pass does not ring around the boards as anticipated. Paul Simis gets the bat. That'll be a high stick, I think, by Paul Simis. Garside open on the wing. Good leg save by Presteko. Daly has it back in the slot. Will take it behind the net. Doesn't know Garside's there, I think. Finds the space anyway. Still holds possession. Jutla behind. Will look to loop it out in front again. Defensive change. Jutla looking for some options. Hands it back to Daly. Daly. Lots of contact there, and that'll be a TFL free hit in a decent area. Jutla back to Daly. Rips it. Good block by Tim Garside. Going the other way. Brush, low shot, save. Pumala with good control. In transition, he's got no one with him. Everybody walking on the Lions. Nobody found across the court. Cambridge go the other way. 3-on-2. What a missed opportunity. Michael Turco goes way wide on the one-timer across. Rendell blocked in front. Luka Turco back to the point. Daly quick on Brush. And that one pings off of Liam Hardigan out of bounds. And Cambridge will be the one to hit it in. Tyler Brush off to Rendell. That one pops up and wide. Yoram Pumala back to Jutla. Chipped up. Hardigan. Pumala. Balko can't get it by the last man of Hardigan, who goes all the way down the floor. Blocked in front. Hardigan up to Patey on the wing. Mark Patey, low shot save. Good opportunity. Patey sprinting after it. He is putting everything he has into this game. Hatherell gets by two Lions. Brush in the middle, wide open shot in the slot off to Turco. He makes up for it. Missed the first time by, gets it on the second. Cambridge up 4-1. A cookie cutter 1-2 play. Already saw that once between those two guys. And Turco makes up for the mistake on the second attempt. (4-1). 9 minutes left in the second half. Tate Garside behind the net will stop up, hold. Chipped up, lost it into the corner. Jimmy Daly. Rustam Daly in the middle, lost it, 2-0. Nick Lidstone on the break, scores. He makes it look easy, and with 2 consecutive goals, the Lions call a timeout. Here's a look at that replay. That poke check from Turco to Turco, as Luca will be credited with the assist there, and a great shot from Lidstone. But that all started with Michael on that back end. And now 8:30 left in the game, and the Lions opting to take a minute. And get things sorted. Make a plan of attack to come back in this game. And we'll see if they can do just that. Down by 4 now. Going to be a long road ahead if they are to come back in this game at all. We'll see if they have what it takes. They've played a couple of gutsy games already in this tournament. A 5-round shootout, 0-0 win in that shootout over the Trash Pandas in their first game. Ended up getting I believe a second win over the Express. That one's 7-5, I think was the final score of that one yesterday. And we'll see if they can continue to have that kind of success. Jutla now tries to whip it past Turco, but Michael Turco makes the block. Jutla using the body to get in the way. That's too much. That's too much interference. And Cambridge will take control of this one. Hathra will start in his own end. Turco in the middle. Good interception from Pumala. Does that look to be a Turco Brothers special? Patey racing after it, putting so much pressure on Hathra, he almost falls over the end boards. Up the middle, Michael Turco across. Luca can't get the tap in. Very close. In the middle. Up to Patey. Hathrell being pressured. Patey deciding not to sprint full speed at Tyler Hathrell again. Did not turn out well for him last time. As Nick Lidstone will take it here. Turco across. Back, Hathrell. Oh, wow. Luca again with a great opportunity to get a tap in there. Those always hard to convert on, but especially here. Hathrell back to Turco. Almost lost it. Michael Turco, the most recent goal scorer for Cambridge. Looking for another one. Mark Patey trying to get by. Patey ends up with it here. Oh, he had Daly behind him. I don't think he knew. Daly rips it well high. 6.5 to go. As this one goes to Tyler Brush on the far side. Behind him to Rendell, Brush. Now up to Lidstone. Hathrell in the middle. Back to Lidstone. Across, Hathrell in the middle. Krybeck can't quite find possession. Luka Turco tries to get it clear, but Ainadinov will corral it for Toronto. Finds James Daly. In front, Goldberg tries to get possession. That's a goal from Zishan Ahmed. And the Lions get their second. Maybe breathing a little life into this game. 5:43 to go. And Ahmed gets his third goal of the tournament, still assistless in this tournament. Known for being one of the better goal scorers in the TFL as sort of a pure goal scorer. And showing that in this tournament as well. Ainatdinov. A couple of guys on. That's going to be a free hit to the side of the Lions. Jutla up across. Oh, taking Goldberg. Shot wide. Whoa, very close. Ahmed back in front. Balraj trying to keep it. He does. Spins around, hits. Take our side right away. Back in front. Ahmed. Brush is able to clear it out for now. Ahmed spins, shots blocked by Garside. Ahmed still in the corner, trying to find a way out. Ends up getting his pass intercepted by Lidstone, but Jimmy Daly able to corral it for the Lions. Stops up behind the net, and the Lions will try yet again to get something going. Ahmed stops, centers, blocked by Rendell, off to Lidstone. Chips it up to Rendell. What a pass by Lidstone. What a save by J.L. Pristeko. TFL championship winning goalie this year. Showing exactly why. Going the other way, Balco. Has it intercepted. Garside there. Off to Tim Garside. Just takes a shot low, misses. Lidstone tries to get it back center, intercepted by Pumala. Wraparound by Tim Garside. Good heads-up play by Pristeko. He's got two guys hounding him like sharks. Lidstone and Garside just both kind of waiting in his peripheral vision. Ainatdinov just runs it up the boards. Rustam looking for something behind the net. Paul Simas is there, but taken very swiftly by Tate Garside. No danger in front. This one's lifted. Krybek there for the Lions, though. And Cambridge FC seems to have kind of turned off the offense here in the latter part of this game. Woo! Nutmeg from Tyler Brush. Garside. Brush tries to do the same thing to Ainatdinov. Oh, Tyler Hathrell gets through two. Woo! Bar out, I believe. And a free hit will be given after the advantage play. And Cambridge will get it from a really good opportunity. Guys, get in the way. Brush back to Hathrell. Garside shot, blocked, saved. Pristeko holds. Hands it off to Captain Liam Hardigan, TFL commissioner. Hands it off to Daly, down, into the corner. Back to Daly, chips it to Ainatdinov. Starting to get the dynamics going. Across, Patey. Shot in front, Balco. It goes in! Krybek tucks it. Let's take a look at what happened here. Shot in front, Balco, and Krybek does get the loose ball in front. I think maybe even put it 5-hole, and the Lions are back within 2 with 2 minutes to go. Seemed like the ball was cracked, so they're going to get a new one going. Daly gets set. Brush wins the faceoff, though. Ainatdinov will corral it for the Lions as they get first possession. 2 minutes to go. Goalie pulled again for the Lions. 6 attackers. Daly back to Ainatdinov. Hardigan, the open man. Hardigan loses it to Garside. Needs a little bit of help from Ainatdinov. Across. Patey now. Waits, shot in front. Chaos. Daly gets possession back. Daly behind the net, has it stolen by Hathroll. That's going to be a hack and a free hit. Daly. Hardigan behind the net with it now. Tries to get the bouncer out in front. Hathroll gets away, clears it down. Ainadinov running as hard as he can, preserving as much time as he can. Ahmed going deep into the corner. Patey trying to work it up. Jutla, I don't think knew he was there. And Rendell has a freebie. He puts it off the post. It goes over the end boards. Oh no, and catastrophic failure on the open net. Rendell can't get it to go. If that's the difference in this game, I'm going to laugh. In front, Ahmed can't tuck it. Oh! Jutla lost it. Hardigan. Shot deflected. Daly. Blue ball. Rendell fires it. It hits Jutla immediately. Hathroll behind the net. Patey going all out. Hathroll. Daly gets in there. Hathroll trying to waste time. Ahmed gets back out in front. Jutla, nobody there. 30 seconds. Ainadinov loses the handle on it. They need to calm it down and get something solid going. Jutla away beside the net. Long toss, blocked by Ainadinov. 6-on-4, grabbed in net. Great save. Hardigan tries to chip it up. 3 seconds left. Cleared away, and Cambridge, after a valiant comeback effort from the TFL Lions, come out victorious and clinch 3rd place in our competition. Very good game between these two teams. Very good effort, and the Lions, though they fall to 4th place, a very good effort. And we'll see how many of them will stick around to watch their brethren in Toronto United take on the Ottawa Blizzard after this break. We will be right back with our Open Division Finals coming up next.
Sorry that you just don't know the words. Was it really past tense? I heard. Maybe we could forget the time. Maybe we could go back to mine.
Such a welcome in the bellows, with open arms and seeing eye. With open arms I'm seeing you and I. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together. You and I. Nothing comes easy, nothing comes easy. You and I will end up here together.
Hello and welcome back. The finals just about to get going between Toronto United and the Ottawa Blizzard. Get that score bug changed in just a moment. Shot from Justin Knight goes just over the bar. As we get going in the finals. The 2026 Open Division for the OXDOG Open. Cam Niebler coming out to stop that. Wes Tennyson playing nice and slow, waiting for some movement to happen behind him. Fagerstrom up to Nibby. Pepper in front. Holmes playing a little high. And he'll come back the other way. Reed Hunsberger, low shot off the post. Still in front from Justin LeCaire. Very close play there. United cleared away. Brad Holmes with a great touch to stay with it. Back to Tennyson. Low shot, saved by Cale Smith. Team Canada backup goalie. Nibby trying to steal that one. Tommy Lancaster keeping with that one up to Jay Pepper into the corner. Brad Holmes between the legs pass to Nibby is cleared all the way out to Wes Tennyson. Fagerlund shot. Easy save by Cale Smith. Dumped off into the corner for Justin Knight. Back into the middle. Peter Tublaris. Down into the corner for Tyler Balaban. Tied for second in points in the tournament going into this game.
with teammate Wes Tennyson. Though they are second and third, the next 4 players below them, 4th through 7th, all players on this Blizzard team. Low shot saved. Andrew Lancaster chips that one up. Fagerlund not going to beat him. Lancaster able to win the ball here. Tommy with control, tries to get it center. Back out to Reed Hunsberger. Lancaster spins, it pops up on him, and United will get the ball here on the near side. Have a injury for Niebler. Looks like some sort of cut or something on his finger. I think what I heard from his explanation is that when he was pulling the goal back onto the markings, something cut him on one of the goalposts or something like that. And so getting a Band-Aid to cover that up. A very entertaining game so far, very back and forth, and the most surprising thing to me is that United has been able to keep up with the pace of the Blizzard so far pretty well. Shot quality, I think, so far in favor of the Blizzard, but regardless, United playing them very evenly. We'll see how long the stamina lasts, because as we've seen from this Ontario team before, they can just run and run and run all game. And in a show of fair play, the face-off given possession to United off of that out-of-bounds ball. Justin LeCaire shot. Whoa, that was way closer than I anticipated. Very, very good from LeCaire. It goes just barely over the net. John Tublaris in a bit of trouble in the middle. Tries to chip it up to Ryan Franz, although that doesn't work. Andrew Lancaster takes it for the Blizzard. Across. Stuart Bowden Jr. Back to Lancaster. Corner shot from Samson McDonald. Goes just wide. One of the goals leaders in this tournament. Ended up scoring a hat trick in their semifinal matchup against the Lions. Fagerlund has two on him, able to get around McDonald, tries to chip it up the boards, can't do it. Sampson in the middle, good interception by Wes Tennyson as he tries to break out, and that one is picked apart in the end. They'll get things going. Bowden back to Reed Hunsberger in the middle. Chip, good save by Cam Niebler. Back to Bowden. Blizzard come back. Wide open LeCaire. Shot blocked in the middle. Fagerlund Back to Pepper as this one is cleared all the way out. And McDonald will be back to collect and start to get things moving again. Since that injury timeout, it's been a lot more lopsided the way of the Blizzard. Shot goes to McDonald, lost it for a moment, but it's Justin Knight that comes up with it. Very dangerous player. Bowden runs in, shot block in front. Good screen from Bowden Sr. Chatting with him last night about how impenetrable this Toronto United team seems at times. Defense letting him down there, though, as Justin Knight runs in and snipes it. And the Blizzard take the lead. One of the things that they had done so well before is stop shots from even getting to Cam. And in this scenario, that does not happen, as Knight has a free walk-in. He puts on a walk-in clinic, if you will. Bowden sends it back to Knight. Bowden Sr. now down into the corner for LeCaire. Advantage played here for the Blizzard. LeCaire going to be the one to hit this in. Pardon me, Bowden Jr. Low shot. That one goes wide. Wes Tennyson will collect for the Toronto United. Shoots it up. Tyler Balaban loses it to Knight again. Shot from Bowden Sr. What a save from Mr. Niebler in net, taking that one high. Bowden off to LeCaire. Low shot goes wide. Knight behind the net. Across. Bowden Jr. Shot. Hits Tyler Balaban. He is stinging from that one. I think got it right in the thigh. And on the line change, the Blizzard go the other way. Tipped into the corner. Fagerlund able to get it to Tennyson. Has a couple options here. Jay Pepper in the middle for Brad Holmes. Shot ends up going wide. Kind of rode up on him, unfortunately, and now the Blizzard will take it back the other way. 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. LeCaire looking for some sort of centering pass. Has a couple of options. In the middle, shot scores! Hunsberger makes it 2. That a brilliant shot. LeCaire waited and found the exact pass that he wanted, and that shot goes just over the shoulder of Niebler, leaning a bit too far into hugging the post. I don't think was able to get across on that shot. Just too quick a transition. Interference from Pepper, and this one will be hidden into the corner. Andrew Lancaster back to McDonald. Across. So that one's tipped up almost over the boards. That would have been a critical error from Justin Knight, who's in control now. Across in the middle. McDonald sends one wide. Tennyson finds Balaban on the wing. Tyler Balaban fires it through the gap in the middle. That one pops up on McDonald, and United will get their free hit on the inbound. Fagerland. Balaban with a shot. Great save by Smith in net. Up the wing, McDonald. Quick in transition. Niebler gets some hands on it real fast. McDonald trucks West over the boards. Stinger from that fall. I think jammed one of his fingers. Pinky looks like. Fagerland with the live ball. Balaban tries to chip it down but loses control a little bit too far. Tublaris hanging back to cover the defense. Hunsberger passes it back to the defense. Bowden open in the middle. Wow! What a perfectly orchestrated play. Wide open. Andrew Lancaster in the middle. And Blizzard make it 3. Incredible to watch this play develop in an instant. Just snipes it bottom corner as well. Beautiful play. Tommy Lancaster gets by West. Shot tip wide. That one goes over. Out off of Ryan Franz. Yeah, with just under 4 minutes left to play in the first, the Blizzard up 3-0 here. Behind the net. Tennyson trying to stay with it. Fagerland turned back behind the net. Wes Tennyson chips it up. Peter Tublaris gets it down into the corner. Ryan Franz. United back on offense for the first time in a while. That weak pass, though, LeCaire intercepts. Back across. Tommy Lancaster. Back to Bowden, across. Good shot from Justin LeCaire on the backhand. Four nothing Blizzard running away with this game. Good quick flick from LeCaire on the backhand, too, to keep control of it. Gorgeous goal going the other way immediately. Jay Pepper tries to fire it. Fans on the pass. Tennyson shoots it on. Yeah, a little bit more difficult than he thought for Cale Smith to corral. As this one goes up to McDonald. LeCaire off to Knight. Bowden. Knight. Back to LeCaire. McDonald, fans on the pass. Rare mistake from him. Back to Bowden. Knight in the middle. Brad able to get a stick on it, but the Blizzard collect and start yet again. The pressure so intense from the Blizzard. After that injury timeout, it took the wind out of the United sails. And since then, the Blizzard have been fully in control of this game. Pops up. Andrew Lancaster gonna chase it down. Brad Holmes hard on him. Can't stay with him though. And Lancaster gets it up to Knight. Niebler can't get a hand on it in front. How does that pass get through? What a shot from Andrew Lancaster. We'll take another look at this one, but the Blizzard pouring it on, and nothing the United team can do about it. 5-0 with 1:45 to go here in the first half of the final. In no world was this supposed to be the most lopsided game of today. Across, Lancaster off the side of the net. Niebler holds on, tries to spring to Blaris on the breakaway. He lost it, but it will be a free hit. Tyler Balaban to take it. Shot blocked in front. Knight up the other way, able to collect it off the heel of one of the trailing players. Dennison off to Balaban. Chips it down. Balaban spins, looking for something up the middle. Ends up finding Tennyson instead to regroup and start to work. West will draw a free hit right at that center dot. Pepper puts it between his legs, doesn't have anybody backdoor, and so that possession leads to nothing. And unfortunately, going into halftime, a lot of work to do here for Toronto United, down 5-0 going into the half. We'll see if they can make any sort of comeback here in the second half. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Don't you notice how I get quiet?
Hello and welcome back to second half action between United and the Blizzard. Blizzard up big. Oh, Hawaii 5-0. Back across. Tennyson can't get the steal. McDonald leaves it for LeCaire. McDonald tries to get a little Michigan action going. We ain't going to Detroit today, apparently, says Cam Niebler. Holmes. LeCaire playing very tight defense on Holmes. Back to Tennyson, back to Holmes. Shot blocked by Hunsberger out over the boards. It'll be a United free hit. Fagerlund on the far side. Nibby. Weird Fagerlund as they pop up on him. 2-on-1. Andrew Lancaster finds McDonald in the middle somehow. Shot scores! Hunsberger! Great play. Top shelf right through a bunch of people, too. Good assist from Knight on that one as well. Down into the corner, it's Franz, loses it, but gains the free hit here. Into the corner, Franz runs after it. Franz back to Balaban, has it pop on him. Ends up coming up with it. Shot low, Balaban looking for the rebound on that shot from John Tublaris. Peter. Now behind the net, Balaban. Tries to get it out in front, loses it. Knight starts to run, has Sampson with him. Posts up, back post, LeCaire the one to get it. It seems like United are just overwhelmed by the amount of shooting options that this Blizzard team has. Like at any given moment, there's at least 2 passes that the Blizzard could make to get a guy into a shooting position. And it feels like it's just too much for them to try and cut off, and they can't get in the way of every single shot if it's somewhat unpredictable where it's going to come from. And the Blizzard putting the United team in a blizzard. Tennyson. Up to Fagerlund. That one pops up over the boards. And Bowden Jr. will be the one to hit it in for the Blizzard. Balaban back to Fagerlund. Nibby in the corner, can't get it. Good steal, but that advantage is going to be played for the Blizzard. LeCaire, blocked by Fagerlund. There we go. United starting to play their game. Advantage given to United. Nibby wins that one. Fagerlund low shot goes wide. Good opportunity. Tommy Lancaster cherry picking a little bit. Open in the middle. Bowden Sr. tries to calm it down. Lancaster. Lancaster in the middle, pops it back. Brad Holmes tries to get by. Good defense from Andrew Lancaster. Tommy. Stops up, gets it back to Bowden Jr. Shot in the middle. Blocked. Ryan Franz gets a weak one into the offensive zone. We'll see if they can get it back. Now Hunsberger able to break out. Fagerlund steps up. Hunsberger shoots it wide after going for the far side. Tennyson gets a send up the boards. It'll be United ball on that wing. Fagerlund hits it into Balaban. That one's popped up. Niebler in front, bats it down. Fagerlund chips it up the boards, intercepted by Andrew Lancaster, but that'll be a United free hit. Shot, that one's popped up. Peter Tublaris in the corner trying to body out Bowden Jr., but Bowden gets clean possession of it. Drops it off for Samson McDonald into the corner. Bowden loses it. Balaban tries to get it up, but that will not happen, and the United have not had a solid offensive possession in a while here, unfortunately for them. Up the boards. Shot off to Bowden Sr. Back to Justin Knight in the middle. Samson McDonald with the play. Gets it into the corner for Knight again. Across! Whoa, Bowden Sr. had a tap in if he was able to get to it, and unfortunately, he was not. Bowden has it at the point. Knight fires, scores. No doubt about it. You can't leave him open in the slot like that. Justin Knight, absolutely deadly. And 1 microsecond of missed coverage leaves him wide open. And the Blizzard make it a 7-goal lead. Jump the whistle on that one. Holmes into the corner. Pepper back to Holmes. Shot low. Commotion in front. United trying to stuff one in. Can't get it by. The speed going the other way. Bowden Sr. back to Knight. Loses it to Jay Pepper. Off the end boards. Holmes trying to corral it. Does. Has Tennyson back. Off the boards. Jay Pepper gets it in front. Tennyson with the shot. Nibby gets another opportunity, but pops it well up over the bar, unfortunately. And United cannot break the goose egg. Eight minutes to play. Justin LeCaire brings it up now for the Blizzard. Stops up back to Bowden Sr. Looks across, finds McDonald. What a pass from Stuart Bowden Sr. As that one is stopped by Niebler. Holmes will hold it back for United, and Tennyson brings it back the other way. Pepper trying to get a tip on it and get it 5-hole on Cale Smith. Will not happen today. United lose possession, and LeCaire brings it back the other way. Justin LeCaire wraps around. Back to Tommy Lancaster. That one's blocked in front. Justin Knight. In front, Reed Hunsberger. Makes it 8. .648 to play. And United calls a timeout. They are going to need it. Oh, interception. Tublaris can't get any elevation on that shot. And the Blizzard will come back the other way. Lancaster has it stolen by Balaban. Active player. And one of the newest, the captains of the newest franchise in TFL. Has been a leader on this team as well. Good block by Tennyson. As Balaban will hold it back to Fagerlund. Loses it. Lancaster to Lancaster. Andrew with the shot. Won't go. Bowden Sr. tries to get it to one of his teammates. That won't happen, but he will draw the free hit shot by Niebler. Blocked high. Tennyson corrals behind the net. Will slow things down for United. Getting some movement going west, trying to find an opening. None found. Andrew Lancaster into Stewart Sr. Doesn't happen this time. Andrew Lancaster with the spinorama. Goes back the other way. Passes back to Tommy. Shot, save, Cam Niebler. And he will dive on top of it. And take a nap. He's been, had a lot of work cut out for him in this game, as the Blizzard have been so controlling on the possession and been very good on offense. Oh, Balaban tries to get it in the middle for Peter Tublaris. It doesn't happen. Balaban back the other way. Stops up, shot low, blocked in front. And 2 in the box, I believe, is going to be the call here, and a free hit awarded to the Blizzard. I wish we had possession stats, because it feels like the Blizzard are well up in the, at very least, 80% range in this game. They have been possession dominant and have been able to be very patient with their opportunities. Aren't there, though. Fagerlund, the trailer, shot just high. And unfortunately for United, the Blizzard get another one. All the way down, Niebler gobbles that up. We'll send it back the other way, but Hunsberger intercepts that pass from the goalie. They'll just walk in, and now sent the other way by Wes Tennyson. Tommy in front to Reed. The tip goes wide of the net. Hunsberger, oh, he tried. He tried the Michigan. Still not going to Detroit today. Lancaster lost it. Tennyson tries to get it back. It'll end up with Brad Holmes. That one bounces high over the net into the corner. The Blizzard will collect in the corner, send it all the way down. There'll be Samson McDonald with it. Now Justin LeCaire. Back to Bowden Jr. Off to Knight. Bowden Sr. now through the slot. Does not find a recipient for that pass. Tennyson beats Sampson to that ball. In the middle, Nibby can't quite get there. Justin Knight. Open shot from LeCaire is blocked. Pepper spins. Looks for a man across. He finds Ryan Franz. Low shot goes wide. Wes clears that one off to the other side. Fagerlund tries to clear it into the corner, and that is a 2-on-0 that Justin Knight will not be stopped on. 9-0 in the finals. United are taking Cam Niebler out of the net. Had about enough. Which is even better news for my cameraman out, Matt Alejandro, who at halftime bet that the United would lose 10-0. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Hunsberger hounded by Brad Holmes in the corner. Taken out to Blaris with 2 shots, both saved by Cale Smith. Samson McDonald chips it up and out. Hunsberger looking to catch it. 1 minute to play. Reed Hunsberger. Back behind the net. This would be the largest blowout of the entire tournament, I believe. And United are going to call it and let the time run out on this one at 9-0. And the Ottawa Blizzard in a runaway finals will be your 2026 OXDOG Open champions. Valiant efforts by teams throughout the week, but they go 4-0 in the tournament. Win out and win the trophy. We will stay here for the trophy presentation by Tyler Brush. So before we get to a full trophy presentation, as it's being run over from the other gym right now, Stuart Bowden Sr. winning MVP of the tournament. In chatting yesterday, he wasn't supposed to play in the tournament and had to late because of a few cancellations, and showed up and showed out for this Blizzard squad. And Tyler Balaban winning most sportsmanlike for Toronto United. Gonna do some team photos here for both squads. And while there will be some official fanfare and celebration, and also footage taken of the trophy presentation, we will call it here for the live broadcast. Thank you all so much for joining us all weekend long here on the Cambridge Floorball YouTube channel. It has been a pleasure to call these games, and one final congratulations goes out to Stuart Bowden Sr. in the Ottawa Blizzard, or your 2026 OXDOG Open champions. From everybody here at Cambridge Floorball, OXDOG, and all of the people who helped organize this event from top to bottom, for my cameraman, Matt Alejandro, for the last few games of the day, and from myself, Colin Doyle, your commentator for the weekend. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you next year.